Hey guys, this is John from US Dash Camera. Today I got a review on a pre-production model of a Kickstarter project. Now this is Put2Go, a magnetic wireless charger for your car, home, or office. Now I'm going to be using it for my car. I didn't actually get one of the accessories you can get where you can mount it on a little stand for your home or office. But since this is a car-related channel, I'm just going to focus on using this in my car. Now what makes this unique is there's several wireless chargers out there and there's several magnetic docks out there, but I haven't seen any that do both. Now one of the biggest issues with magnetic docks and wireless charging is if you use one of those little metal plates that stick inside of your phone case, that'll actually block the wireless charging. So now what Put2Go has done is actually offered adapters. So you can see in the center that's an adapter for an iPhone, so that's both a wireless charging piece and a magnetic piece. So here you can see the actual dock. This was actually handmade, so it doesn't look that great, but the final production model will of course look better than this, I assume. The swivel part actually feels really nice and high quality though, and the clamp on it feels really nice too. So currently the only option is to install this on your vent, your AC or heating vent. And then this would be either you could use an adhesive to stick it to the back of your phone, or you could use a case. But you do have to make sure to have a case that isn't too tight. I tried my OtterBox Defender series with this and it didn't even fit because the magnetic wireless charging part is too thick. So a case with some flex is going to be better for something like this. Now Put2Go did actually send me a second wireless receiver. You can see here there's a lot of different options, so when you order it, if you don't have the wireless charging built in like some new phones, you'll choose which one you need, and then they'll send you one like this micro SD. And they even actually have a USB-C adapter, so pretty much any phone will be supported by this. Now, one thing I don't like about using these adapters is if you put it flush with the back of your phone, you can't pull the plug out. If you can see it focus, since it's flush against the back, you can't pull the plug out, and you have to leave a little slack if you want to be able to pull it out. So if you want to actually connect your phone to your computer or actually use a normal cable to charge once in a while, you're going to have to leave slack. Now if you use a case though, you might not be able to do that. So I bought this really cheap $5 soft gel case on Amazon to try it out. So since this one is really flexible, it should have no problem getting around the magnetic wireless receiver. So I can just slip it right on, and ideally you want to get it straight in there so you're not putting any sort of pressure on the cable. And then I'm going to cut this little cover off because it covers the plug or the port, but since there's a plug in there, it doesn't really fit perfectly. So now you can see I got it installed in there straight, and now it connects. It's really sturdy. It's not going to fall off. I mean, maybe if you got into a really horrible car accident it would fall off, but it's not going to fall off from any speed bumps or anything like that. Now, I'm not totally satisfied with this solution because, for one, I like to plug my phone in a lot. Sometimes I need to connect it to my computer, so I bought this case also. Now, if you already have a wireless charging phone with it built in, you don't need anything like this. Some of them are actually magnetic too, but I'm not going to buy a new phone anytime soon. I like my small iPhone 5S, so I got this case that lets you slide it in, and it actually gives you a micro USB port, so I can still charge it with the micro USB cable if I want, or connect it to a computer. So this was pretty cheap. I'll provide links down below to both of these cases. This one was only $20, I believe. And here you can see that's where that micro USB port is, so you can charge it still. So I'll peel this cover off and get the phone in it. At first I thought that really foggy looking color was actually the plastic, but I realized you actually had to peel it off on both sides. So, fits okay. Here you can see a notification that I got the items I'm already using. So now this case just by itself isn't gonna be enough to connect to the magnet. Those wireless charging coils are made of metal, but they don't hold very strongly. So I'm gonna have to put one of those little metal backing plates into the case. So here you can see it's dirty because this is the one I already had on my phone. Now it's a bit of a tighter fit. It actually just barely fits with that in there, but it does stay on pretty well, so I'm not too worried about it. But since I don't have a phone with built-in wireless charging, I think this solution is pretty elegant. Now, I did have to spend $20 more and I needed that backing plate, but for me I'd rather spend a little bit more money and get a more elegant solution and still have the port available to connect to my computer or charge with a cable if I need to. So now you can see it's installed in my car, and it's a little picky sometimes. If I mount it too low, it's not going to charge, but there you go. Now it's actually connected. So with this case, the charging portion is on the lower half of it. It's going to depend on each phone. Your phone might have it on the lower part, it might be in the center. You just got to find where it is on your phone. And even though it's mounted on the vent, it does have a really strong, tight fit. So shaking around isn't really going to do anything. Even pulling it a little bit, it holds on pretty well. You have to really try to pull it off to actually get it to come off. So I really like this. If you've seen in my other recent videos, I have been using a magnetic dock on my dash, so I like that I can finally just stick it on and it's going to start charging and I don't have to fumble around with the cord, because sometimes I had to do that while I was driving and that could be unsafe. So something like this is a lot safer. You don't have to fool around with any cables and it's just always there and always plugged in. So I'd like to thank Put2Go for sending out this pre-production model for me to try out. I highly recommend it. It's actually on Kickstarter and already fully funded. It was fully funded the first day, so check the link down below. You can pre-order it if you're interested in something like this. I'm actually interested in buying a production model myself too, because I really like the idea and I think the production model is going to be a big step up, obviously since this one was handmade. But one suggestion I had for Put2Go was having an adhesive mount option, because I prefer something that's going to be stuck on the dashboard and really sturdy. And while this works fine, I would prefer not to have the vent there, because where I live I need to use the heat. So in the winter I'll be blasting hot air onto my phone and I really don't want that. So I'm either gonna come up with my own solution or hope that they release a second option where it'll actually mount to some sort of 3M adhesive, because like I said, that's ideal for me. So as usual, if you like this video or my other videos, I'd appreciate it if you hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, drive safe, and I'll see you next time.